Hello everyone, this is Black Mage 86, and today I'm going to be starting a new game of Massive Chalice. This is an early access still, so there is some possible bugs and stuff with it. Some things are not complete. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start a new game. We're going to go with both for the bloodline names.
It's taking too long.
Patience.
Patience? I don't see what patience has to do with this. It should have happened by now.
Life keeps to its own timetable, not ours.
Oh, it doesn't stop us from trying. Good morning.
Your ruler has risen. Rejoice, and let bellow the horns of birth.
Right. I know how strange all of this looks, but there's an easy...
Immortal protector of the nation, progeny of the great bloodlines, master of strategies, eternal conductor, and forger of matrimony.
We're here to advise you on how to handle ruling and commanding...
The horns of battle.
every time. Fine, we'll have to do this later. The Cadence is attacking. Heroes, jump in! Get in there! The ruler will be with you shortly!
And off they go.
We'll explain later. We just need you to take command, because our citizens, understandably, find it hard to trust a giant talking chalice.
We are not just a giant talking
But
chalice.
the nation will listen to you, because you're of their blood.
Forged from the bloodlines of the great houses.
Oh, and one last thing. Unfortunately, the bloodline ritual that was used to create you also bound you to us. So you can never leave the throne.
But do not despair. You can still command your heroes. Look inward, and you will find that your mind can follow them anywhere.
It's nice of them to bind you to a throne. Okay. So...
You see your heroes yet? Yeah? Great.
Now, take command and search the area. The Cadence is out there somewhere.
Ah.
Here you have the Hunter. Attacking at close range is good, but attacking from afar, where one can think and plan, is better.
So the hunter can stealth.
If you listen closely, you might be able to hear your group leaving you behind.
Oh, fuck that thing.
First catch of the day.
We can't tell you much about the Cadence because not much is known.
The hunters have crossbows.
Old, first sighted centuries ago. It cares only for destroying our nation with its corruption.
That's where pawns like you see here come in. Think of them as attack dogs the Cadence creates to spread corruption in the world.
Okay. So...
This is a caberjack. They hit things with a caber. Sometimes they hit hard and put things down. Other times they hit not so hard and just knock things out.
That's all you're going to say?
Simplest way of life there is.
Okay.
Caberjacks.
Nope, they're not done
Found
talking.
purveyors of violence.
Okay, I think they're done talking now. As I started to say, there's three types of troops. Right now I only have two. I have 4 of the archers. The archers all, or not archers, hunters rather. The hunters all use crossbows. They can attack at range, which I don't think I can attack. If you look, I have a percentage to hit, how much damage I'll do. I do hit. Excellent, I hit. You have caberjacks, which are melee types, and then you have alchemists. Alchemists are ranged explosive. They can also do melee. So, hunters have a stealth, which means they can't be spotted. These guys that are grayed out, they can't be spotted right now. Ack. This is a lapse. Lapses are bad because... what do I got for percentage? I'll try it. Lapses are bad, and there's 1 hit point left. When lapses hit your troops, they lose experience. Took it down. They also, that ring...
One down, untold millions to go.
That ring there is like a stun radius type thing. So you gotta be careful about that. So you can use the hunters in stealth to like scout, basically. Okay, I got a seed over there.
Seeds. Arguably the lowliest of pawns are more nuisance than menace.
But if you're going to remember one thing, don't let those runts form a posse. Keep them apart.
Apparently I can't attack them.
Otherwise it'll be like when caberjacks get together at a tavern.
So, apparently
Except
seeds...
not the best night of your life.
Though the stealth move, you can see where there's squares that show up on some of them. You have to be next to something tall in order to stealth. Oh, wrong guy. Oh well, not a big deal. Move my caberjack up, so the seed will spot him. And move towards him to attack. So you see, as the seed moved next to my other guy there, it revealed him. I'm just going to use an attack. Oh. That was enough experience to level up my caberjack. And excellent. Every time they kill somebody, there's a little something that pops up. These red things explode, so you can actually use that to deal damage to enemies if they're standing next to them. Also, you don't want to stand next to them for the same reason. There's 2 more seeds. Oh, yeah, this guy leveled up. So, I'll show you. when I get back to him. Oh crap, that's a lapse.
Lapses.
Cadence cowards. They'd rather stay back and snipe at you than fight up close.
Be wary. Your heroes are hit, they may forget some of their combat training. The mind is just as vulnerable as the body.
So Cabers start off with attack and knockback. Knockback, low damage, but it has a chance to knock back and stun your enemies. I also, now that he's leveled up, I have prime target. Taunt an enemy to attack this hero until the next turn. Which I don't need to do any of those because I smack this thing in the face. Oh, God, I missed. It's kind of like XCOM. If you haven't seen my XCOM playthrough, I miss on high numbers all the time. So the last is going to try to get some range because and thankfully it missed, because it can actually de-level people, which is really annoying. That's going to stun him. Oh. Knocked back and stunned him too. Oh sweet, didn't stun this time. Just did knockback. Oh, there he is. And excellent. Apparently that's not all of them though. Must be a couple more over here. Be my guess. So each person also, and I'll go into this a little more when I get to, oh there he is. Each person also has traits. And the traits affect things like their attack and their speed and
that could have been avoided.
Their fertility.
It could have been worse. At least they belong to heroic bloodlines.
Oh yes, we forgot to mention, normal humans cannot survive even a single touch from the cadence.
That went better than I expected.
Well done. Well
Everybody
done.
leveled up.
I knew you'd have a knack for this.
Okay, so I can only take that one. So we'll go ahead and unlock it. It's a pretty good trick for hunters. Let's look at his info real quick. So you see everybody's got stats, different strength, different dex, intelligence. These stats are either derived or they are based off of something different, like armor for instance is based off of his equipment. Evasion and resistance are based off of his stats. Also affects these. Most of those are self-explanatory. Intuition is used in... You can build these library type things, and you use intuition to... you put people in them, and the higher the intuition, the better they help your research. So then you have traits, like this guy's asthmatic. He's slow. He's a slow learner. You have personality. And then you have status. Your people age as you play. And they eventually die. So just real quick, here's an example of somebody else. This guy's slow, but he's a quick study. He's a pessimist. Young age.
Right. So this is our nation, and as we said, we are not in the best of shape.
That muck you see surrounding us is the Cadence. It's what created the pawns, corrupted our lands, and is slowly tightening on us like a noose. But we do have one advantage.
Thanks to several enchanted materials that make up our body, we've been endowed with certain powers. One of them being a way to cleanse the Cadence from this world. It's really quite a miraculous process, wherein we harness the properties of...
The thing is, it takes a long time for us to charge up for this. A long time. All of the heroes you just commanded in battle will be long gone when we're finally ready.
And with all that time still ahead, we need you to protect us. You will take charge of the nation, command its citizens worthy of becoming heroes, and ensure that the Cadence does not reach the capital.
Now let's check out that keep you just saved.
Okay, so we saved the keep. We're going to start a bloodline here.
The keeps. Bloodline forgers of the nation.
The stonemasons did good work here. I'll thank them later.
Here you will appoint one hero as a regent, and one as a partner. And the more experience they have, the more they'll pass on to their children.
That goes for traits and personalities too. Everything's game.
And keep in mind, assigning heroes to keeps retires them from combat. You can't have one foot at home and one in the battlefield.
So, higher their experience is, more that the kids will start off with. You have different fertility ratings. For instance, I wouldn't want to use this guy because he's infertile. You also have you'll have an increased chance to pass on the traits. And I don't want to use this guy either because he has heart disease, he's clumsy, and he's reveler. You have male or female regions. Let's go with this one.
Now that your regent is appointed, it's time to decide on a partner.
Although this isn't an arrangement out of love, who knows? Maybe it'll turn into that.
We've seen it happen.
Personality, traits, experience, they're all important here.
But just because this is an arrangement of necessity doesn't mean you should reduce these heroes to a pile of numbers either. They deserve better than that.
I think I want to try to breed a line with longevity, so I'm going to go ahead and use him, even though he has faint-hearted and slow learner.
Many happy returns.
Let's give the newlyweds some privacy, eh?
Okay.
It's a lot to take in, but you'll handle it, or your mind will become as cracked as our body.
You'll be fine. Now then, please join us back at the capital so we can show you some of your other responsibilities.
Back to the capital.
And welcome back.
You are here, right? It's a little hard to tell if you're still in your mind's eye or whatever.
This is where your heroes return to after battle. From here, you may equip them with any skills or weapons they may have earned, as well as perform research.
Basically, we can devote some of our power to help the war effort and the nation. Whether it's building new keeps, starting a Sage Rights Guild, or a Standards Crucible. Fun stuff.
Okay, so this shows all my heroes, my regencies, standards. I don't have any. Sage Rights, these are the research guys I was talking about. Anybody that's in training, and anybody that's passed away. And I also have research.
Building more keeps is likely the most pressing option, as you'll be able to foster more bloodlines. But don't shun the other possibilities. With your approval, we can research weapons, potions, armor. If the amount of time required dissuades you from researching something, consider the Sage Rights Guild. Any hero who joins the Sage Rights will hasten the time required for any pursuit. They will never see combat again.
Keep in mind, most of our power is focused on charging up to cleanse the cadence, so we can only devote enough energy to research one thing at a time. That includes searching for new heroes. It takes a lot of effort to find people attuned with us, and it'll only get harder the more we do it. But choose whatever you want.
Okay, so you do this where you build, this where you can research armor. As you can see, as you kill things, you can get new types of armor to research. Research weapons if you have any. Items. I like the health vial myself. You can adopt or recruit new heroes. You can get a recruitment bonus. I'm going to start off by building a crucible. And looking for somewhere that gives bonus to crucibles, and I don't have one. So, I'm going to build here, because that will provide the bonus of reducing all building construction times.
Oh, yeah, one more thing. The end of this war is not even a glimpse on our horizon yet, but your immortality gives us an advantage. The ability to step back and let time pass.
You can start and stop this timeline at will, but we'll also stop it for you should something require your attention.
Like a cadence attack.
That is a probable possibility.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this video here, and we'll start the next one with the moving on gameplay, and thank you for watching.